So our company and our program, Nervous System Reset, it's basically disrupting and redefining what is possible in terms of results for human health and happiness for two reasons. One obvious, one not so obvious. The obvious reason is that we realize that anxiety is not a problem of the mind, but of the body, specifically the nervous system. That's the root cause of anxiety, and it's not a theory. It's what the data shows and how we're able to help so many people so effectively. Not because we're geniuses. Why? Because we actually found out where anxiety was coming from. So why are we getting such better results than anybody else? Well, because everyone else is sending people to the wrong location, the mind, and when you go to the actual right location, the body, specifically the nervous system, surprise, you get way better results. But there's a second reason, which is not so obvious, because it's a whole new paradigm of how happy people can be. And it's because we're not in the mind, but in the body. Because the cool thing about the body is, if the body isn't running right, a system in the body isn't running right, you can have pain and fragility. And if you understand the system in the body, you can not only get rid of the pain and fragility, but a whole other level, you can actually make systems in the body strong. If you are weak, you can actually go, and if you understand how muscles work, which we do, and you lift some weights, not only can you just sort of lower the weakness, but what can you become? Strong. Because we know how to make things strong. And so we all know maybe somebody or heard of somebody that, their system, their heart system, the cardiac system sort of crashed, was fragile and painful, and they had a heart attack. And that person used that pain, that hurt, that fragility of almost dying, saying, wait a minute, I don't want to live like this anymore. And they learn about their body, the system, and diet and exercise. And then they go from just like not having heart attacks to actually being strong. You'll see them like post on social media once in a while. They'll be like, went from like the ICU to finishing my third marathon. Go me. And you're like, yay, because they didn't just stop getting heart attacks. They understand the system, and now they are strong. They're doing things that they could never do because we know how to do that with the system. Well, the same thing is happening with the nervous system. We don't get rid of anxiety. We train you and have a program that makes your nervous system strong. When it is strong, the fragility and pain go away. And if you keep going, you can make your nervous system strong. What does that mean? It means you can have a nervous system that is strong and resilient, meaning life pushes on it, and you can handle it, which is good because life can be challenging. The tiniest thing, what used to freak me out, and now life comes at me, and I feel it, but honestly, my system is strong, and it doesn't affect me that much. Why? Because I am strong, I am resilient, and that is what we give our clients. We had a client from it was Oregon. His name was John. And he was in marketing, and he came to us, just crippling anxiety, occasional panic attacks. And he also used to say, in work, when the boss asks a question, like I just sit there. I don't raise my hand. I don't volunteer because I don't want anything to, activate my anxiety. And I said, I get it. And I said to him, what if we could just not only lower the anxiety, but actually make you confident so that you would speak up at work? And he was like, A, I don't even think that's possible. B, don't worry about it. Just lower the pain. That's more than enough. And we went, okay. So about 5 weeks into the program, we get a message from him. And he said, not only is my anxiety gone, he said, but yesterday I had an experience at work where the boss asked a question. And what he said was my hand just almost like shot up. I don't even know what it was like. What was going on. And he said then he stood up, and then he actually started to talk, and he said it was like an out-of-body experience because he was like, what's going on? And what we told him was, yeah, not only has the program lowered your fear, but it's now activated your strength and confidence. And he said, I thought you were lying. I was like, no, man, that's what happens when you're in a system in the body. You can strengthen it, and you have a strong nervous system. He's like, I love it. Thank you. I was like, yeah, it's world's best bonus. So here's why this is so cool. If you have anxiety, right now you're just managing the pain. It's the best you could ever do. But with this program, because we're strengthening you, not only does the fear and the pain go away, but then you can become strong. That is the beauty of it. We aren't just solving anxiety. We are unlocking people's human potential. So if the idea of not just lowering the pain, but unlocking your power sounds good. That is what we do. That's what we can get you. And you just need to reach out to us and ask for help.